Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be all of my makeup empties for 2021. I do have some perfumes in here. I usually count my perfumes in my makeup empties for the year. If you like beauty empties, makeup empties especially, this is gonna be all makeup and perfume. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And then let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna separate everything into categories. I don't know exactly the number of items I finished. I know the value, the total value of everything I finished. I will have on the screen the total amount for each category and the number of products in each category. Yes, let's do it. Okay, so I went ahead and I sorted everything out. I'm gonna first start with primers. This is gonna include face primers and eyeshadow primers. Let me line them up. Okay, let's talk about eyeshadow primers first. I finished up 2 and they're both like deluxe sizes. The first one is by Urban Decay and this is the eyeshadow primer potion. I like it. I like all eyeshadow primers. I find that they're very useful for me. I do still like the MAC Paint Pot the best, but I do like these. And this is by Too Faced. This is the Shadow Insurance, also a deluxe size. So 2 eye primers. Now for face primers, I finished a couple. I do have this one. I think this is the only full size I had, and then the rest were either deluxe or just regular minis. The full size I finished is by Hello Fab. I think First Aid Beauty. This is the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. It was really good. I just had to be careful with which skincare I use under it. It would be best if I don't use any skincare and just rely on this guy. I found that it works best for me. Otherwise, it starts to pill. It's not something I would consider repurchasing. The other primers, one that I really enjoyed and I think is like something I would definitely repurchase if I needed a primer, and it's just because I like this type of primers. This is by Tarte. This is the Quench Hydrating Primer. I love hydrating primer. I love to put them on and feel like it's just water and sinks in and just preps my skin, gets it all moisturized and prepped. So I really like this one. Another one that I really liked, oh, I moved it by accident, is this guy, the Smashbox Primerizer. Same sort of thing. I like that it's hydrating. I like that it is kind of moisturizer and primer, but with this one, I could still use a moisturizer. Definitely would, I do have a couple backups and I really like this one. This is something that really surprised me, and I did use it as a primer, which is why it's in my primer category. This is by Vichy. This is the Mineral 89, and I think this is just a hyaluronic acid, but this was beautiful under my skin as a primer. Again, super hydrating, super plumping. Really like that guy. Some of the other ones that I did really enjoy, this one would be one of them by Laura Mercier. This is the Pure Canvas Primer, hydrating. Really liked it. The same with this one, Makeup Forever Hydrating Step 1. Really liked it. I really enjoyed the Guerlain L'Or. Not something I would repurchase or purchase a full size of. Just too expensive for what it is, but I did like it. This one also by Guerlain. I do use this guy also as a primer. I don't use it as a like an oil. Really like this one. I do have a couple more samples of these I need to get through this year. And these were just okay. By Hourglass, this would be probably on the bottom of my list. This one and this one. This one mainly in the bottom of my list because I don't like silicone primers, and this is very silicone. I did use it, however, and I think all other silicone primers in my collection I decluttered. This was the last one that I used up. By Hourglass, the Veil Primer. I felt like it was a little bit silicone too, so it's not one of my favorites. The one by Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas, I think I prefer the one in the actual like circular container more than the liquid one. This was nice, but I prefer the solid form of this one. By Too Faced, I have the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This was really nice. Although my skin is not as oily anymore, so I don't really feel like I need something like this. I tend to really enjoy more like hydrating gripping primer. But this was a good one. And this is like half the size, so it's definitely a deluxe, more than half. This is 20 ml. So it took a long time to finish. This guy by Pure, the No Filter Blurring Photography Primer. This was like a highlighter on the face. I'm not gonna repurchase something like that. definitely not. For something more highlighty, I really like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This was just too holographic. It looked kind of green, yellow kind of thing. Not very natural look. And then this one by Terry, I think this was pretty good. I don't really remember much about it, but I think it was okay. Ooh, that's a lot of primers. So I have 2 eye primers, 14 primers for the face. I know some of them are minis and sheets and all that, but 14. Okay, my next category would be foundations. This was a good year for me. I have a problem with foundation. I cannot use them up because I have so many, but this year I really buckled down and I got 2 full sizes out, 3 minis and 2 samples. The full sizes, and I would like in a heartbeat repurchase both of them. By Nude Sticks, this is the tinted cover foundation. Really liked it, really enjoyed it a lot. And then by Bobbi Brown, this is the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. Again, this is a beautiful foundation. It says full cover, but I feel like I really needed to build it up to be full coverage. So if I use just the right amount, it had the perfect amount of coverage for me, which is like medium coverage. Really enjoyed it as well. Really happy to have got it out of my collection before it went bad. Now for the samples, I had by Charlotte Tilbury the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This was pretty full coverage. It was a little disappointing. It transferred a lot onto my mask, even though with like really setting it, and just it did not wear very well under a mask and like a full day wear. Like I wore it at Disneyland and it was just a big hot mess. These 2 I did enjoy, and I think I like this one a lot more than this one by Pure Lease. This is the Perfect Glow BB Cream. This was decent, very easy for everyday use. I still prefer the Nude Sticks over this one. I feel like the Nude Sticks was more glowy, more stayed on my skin better, wore better. The It Cosmetics was really good for a CC cream. It did have more coverage than a CC cream normally does. The wear of it was amazing. I liked it a lot more than the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush foundation. The 2 samples, I don't know which, what's this one? I guess this is Givenchy. I don't remember what I thought of it, but the Hailey's Beauty, really pretty. I really like Hailey's Beauty foundations in general. This is the Liquid Matte Foundation. I think it's still being reformulated or repackaged, so it's not available on their website. But I did really like it. If you like matte foundations, this is good. But if you like a luminous dewy foundation, their other one, the luminous one, is really nice too. Yeah, would repurchase if, you know, whenever it's back in their, you know, rotation. So here we go. Foundations, 2 full size, 3 minis and 2 sheets. Next, I have concealers. This was not a good year for me for concealers. I did not finish that many, which I was hoping to finish 1 more. I didn't. It's okay. I'm gonna work on it this year, but I have 3 concealers. They're all full size. The first one is by Koki Professional. This is the Be Bright illuminating concealer. This was really nice. I actually really enjoyed it. Not very full coverage. It's just the perfect amount of coverage. For one that had a little bit more coverage is by Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect. Really nice concealer as well. And then by e.l.f., this is the Flawless Concealer. This was probably my least favorite of all of them. I needed a lot of product for it to like cover up, but it was pretty thin, pretty easy to build up. If I like apply it, let it set for a little and then blend it and then just like build it up that way, it was pretty good. But otherwise, maybe this is more targeted for the skin, would be better on the skin, but under my eyes, it just did not do enough. There we go, 3 concealers. For powders, I have 5. 3 of them are full size, 2 are minis. I think these are minis. I don't know if this is a full size. This is by e.l.f. and this is the under eye setting powder. I think it's the under eye setting powder, and this is in the shade Deep. It was like banana deep. This was really nice under my eye. It set really beautifully. I liked the yellow tone to it. It just brightened up my under eye. Really enjoyed it. Another one that's kind of like the same thing. It was like a yellow tinted one was this one by Besame, and they no longer sell this. I think now they have it in a pressed form, not loose, but this was the translucent brightening vanilla powder. Really love this guy, really enjoy it. I am gonna repurpose the packaging because it's just perfect, you know, perfect size. So I'm gonna repurpose it this year. Another full-size powder is the Balm Sexy Mama, the anti-shine powder. This took me a long time to use up. I had a really nice pan in it, and then it just took me a while to actually like just finish it. So I finally finished it this past year. It was okay. It's not a favorite powder or anything like that, but it was okay. This one was a real like nice favorite. This is by Pat McGrath, and this is the under eye what is it called? This is called the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder, and I have the shade medium. This worked really, really nice. Definitely blurred under my eye. The shade was a little bit too deep for me, so I had to use it with a little bit lighter concealer. But this was so pretty, like completely blurred out under eye area. Really, really beautiful. On some days that I wanted to be a little extra, I use this guy all over my face. Really beautiful, but there's not much product in here, so it's better to be saved for under the eye. But hey, sometimes I want to be a little extra. And then another sample is by Kat Von D. This is the Locket setting powder. It was a good powder overall. Nothing to rave about, nothing to hate about it, but it was okay. So there we go, 5 powders. Okay, my next category is bronzers. I finished up 2. I'm so proud of this one. I finished up 1 full-size powder and 1 full-size cream. The cream bronzer is by Nude Sticks, and this is the Bondi Bay shade, and this is like the matte cream. Everything, I dug everything out of this guy. I love it. I do have a backup, and I would highly, highly recommend it. The other bronzer is by Becca, and this is the Capri Coast bronzer. Becca is no longer available, and this product, I know that Smashbox has some of their products, but this is not one of them. I love this guy. It was so, so pretty. I did go on the hunt and get some backups, you know, when they are no longer a business. Really, really like this this bronzer, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So there we go, 2 bronzers. For blushes, I did not finish any blushes this year. I did hit pan on 1, but I did not finish any blushes. For highlighters, I have a couple. I have 1 full size and then 3 minis. The full size is by Marc Jacobs. This was so, so, so pretty. This is the Do You drops. I think it took me like 4-5 years, maybe even more, to finish this guy up, but I did, and I scraped everything out. I really, really loved it. Marc Jacobs, again, is no longer in business. Another one that was kind of like, okay, I'm not really sure, is this guy by LXMI, Luxme? I don't know. This is the Nilotica Goddess Glow Hydrating Illuminator. So I did use it kind of like a combo of a like a primer highlighter under my foundation. I did use it on like my chest as an illuminator because the formula was a little bit runny. It worked that way, but to use it as like a highlighter, just a highlighter, it was not glowy enough, and it was again too runny. The other 2, I have 1 by Becca. This is the rose gold shade. This was really nice. And then this one by Cover FX. I tried to use as much as I can of this one, like dumping everything out. I could see the bottom. So this one I was actually able to finish up before it went bad. The other ones, I had like 3 more. They went bad before I could use them up, but this one I managed to finish it. So yay! For highlighters. Okay, I have 1 single lonely eyeshadow, and this is by Kiko Milano. This was the Arctic Holiday eyeshadow. The shade was 01. It is an eyeshadow, but I use this guy as a highlighter. I use it mixed in with my lotion to create like a body highlighter, and I did use it on my face. It was so, so pretty. Occasionally I would use it on my eyes, but mainly I use this guy as a highlighter, not as an eyeshadow. For eyeliners, I had two eyeliners and both were liquid. I didn't finish any pencil eyeliners, which is weird because I reach for the pencils more than I reach for the liquid. This one is by Benefit. This is the roller liner, and this was in the brown shade. There really wasn't much product in here. I used it for a few weeks and then all of a sudden it's like dried up, which was really weird. This one by Grande, this is the Grande liner, lash boosting liner. I don't know if it's really lash boosting. I didn't use it every single day to feel that effect. I already used their lash boosting serum. This was just a black eyeliner that I used, and yeah, it dried up, so I'm done with it. I guess for the next category, let's go ahead and talk about brows. I have a couple brow pencils and brow setting products. Let's do the setting products. I have three of them. One is by Kosas. This is the clear one. Really, really like this one. The one by Glossier. This is the boy brow. This was tinted. It was actually pretty nice. I just had to be careful not to use too much. And then this one by Essence, the Make Me Brow. This is a nice, reliable one. It doesn't hold my brows really well, but it gives them enough color and just holds them enough in place. So there's three brow setting. For like brow color, I had this iconic London brow sponge thing. This was so nice. I really, really enjoyed it. I just wish I was able to get a little bit more color out of it before it dried up. It's like completely dried up now, but this was so pretty. It was just a nice like liquidy formula to set the brow, to like fill in the brows. Really, really enjoyed it. Really happy to have actually used it up before it went completely bad. And then for brow pencils, I have four. I have one by Real Her. I have one by Anastasia. This is like a deluxe one. I have one by Benefit, Precisely My Brow, and I have the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I liked all of them. If I were to repurchase, I probably would go with the Benefit, but there's cheaper products, cheaper brow products, you know, that I really enjoy. The one by LA Girl just goes really, really fast, really waxy, really creamy, so it's gotta be, you know, mindful when I use it, but everything else was pretty good. No complaints. So 4 brow pencils. Okay, this is a category that really surprised me this year is lips. I went through a lot. We'll go ahead and get started with lip liners. These are all full-size lip liners. I finished 3. This guy is by NYX. This is the retractable lip liner in the shade Nude Pink. Really liked it. Really, really enjoyed this Dose of Color one. This is in the shade Escape. My only problem with it is I had to be very careful how much I roll it up, otherwise it will break while I'm applying it. So that's kind of like a learning curve with it. And then the last one is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this was in the shade Pillow Talk. Really liked it. I mean, their Charlotte Tilbury lip liners are kind of like famous for a reason, and they're really good. Let's do, I guess, liquid lip category or like melted lipstick. I finished up 4 somehow. These, I've worked on these for years and years and years. These are by NARS, and these are in the, what line is this? This is the Velvet Lip Glide. One was in the shade District and the other one was in the shade Lure. I tried to take out the stopper out of one of them. Yeah, this one. And it was just like a big mass. So yeah, it was, I didn't try that with this one, but these are really comfortable, really nice to use. They're kind of like what I would say more like a moussey liquid lip, not super dry and not super matte, so they're really nice. I have a couple more. I should just use them up before they go bad. One, like a full-on liquid lip, a matte liquid lip, is by Physicians Formula, and this is the Healthy Lip, and the shade is Fire Free Radicals. I really love this shade. It is definitely drying, kind of like a normal liquid lip. So I had to really moisturize with this one. And then the last one is by L'Oreal, and this is one of the Infallibles Paints lip product. I've used this guy for years and years and years and years, and I finally finished it, you guys. I don't know that L'Oreal still sells this, but hey, I finished it. This was in the shade Nude Star. Okay, for lip gloss, this probably was my best category, and then like lip treatments were next. Lip glosses, most of them were from Tower 28 or 3, Tower 28. I love those things. Those are minis. I finished all 3 of them. I think this was a set that I purchased sometime last year. I finished up 2 by Pat McGrath. I really like her lip gloss formula. One is in the shade Carnal Desire, and the other one is in the shade Pale Fire Nectar. Really like both of these. This was a full size by Charlotte Tilbury. It's not something I would repurchase. I just find that I tried lip glosses that are way better than this, and this was in the shade Candy Darling. Okay, here we go. Kind of like lip plumpers, lip gloss. I use them more as lip glosses. One was by Too Faced. This is Lip Injection Extreme. This took a long time to finish up as well. It's just super tingly, but I liked it as a lip gloss. The other one was by Buxom. This was probably my favorite. The Grande one is really nice as well. This is a mini. I do have a couple full sizes. Maybe I should work on those this year. Really like all these 2. This one I would not repurchase. I mean, it's tingly, so I don't feel like, I mean, it just, does it really plump? I don't know. And the last 2 lip glosses, this was a tiny mini by Buxom. This is in the shade, I think this is the shade Celeste. This was really nice on top of something else. Otherwise, it would look too metallic on my lips. And this one by Ilia, I think this is the shade Tahiti. I like her other shade. I had bought like a duo, 2 shades. This was this one and another one. I like the other one a lot better. But this was kind of like a... I think she calls it a tinted lip oil. I didn't feel like it was super hydrating. It did have a little bit of color, so I used it as a lip gloss. There we go. How many lip glosses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, and one of them was a full size. The rest were minis. For like lip treatments, lip balms kind of thing, I finished up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 of them are full size. I think all of these are minis. The one that I would absolutely repurchase is the one by Jouer. This was the Essential Hydrating Lip Oil. Really loved it. The one by Nivea was really good too. It was just like a standard, you throw it in your purse, use it kind of lip balm. Really enjoyed it. One that I was like, whatever about is this guy by Purelisse. This is the Daily Lip Nourisher. I didn't feel like it nourished or hydrated my lips pretty well, but it was okay to just throw on right before I do my makeup and then use a regular lip product after. By Sugar, this is the Dream Advanced Therapy. Really enjoyed this one as well. It had a little slight pink tint to it, and it smells amazing. Really enjoyed that one. By Tarte, this is the Jelly Glaze Hydrating Lip Mask. This was pretty pink, and it was, let's see, it wasn't like a super goopy lip mask. I think it was okay. I want to say it had a slight tingle to it, maybe. I don't honestly remember. It was early on in the year. The one I definitely don't like, would never repurchase, and I don't get the hype about it, is by Bite. This is the Agave Lip Mask. I have other lip masks that I enjoy a lot more. This was just so thick, and it wasn't like it helped my lips. By Rare Beauty, this is the Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Is Thankful. This was okay, nothing to rave about. Didn't hate it, didn't really love it. Just a nice tinted lip balm. And then the last lip mask is by Primera. Like, this one was better than the Bite one. It's not a lot of product in here, but I did finish this one. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lip balms. Wow, look at me. Okay, let's talk about mascaras and lashes next. For mascaras, I did good again this year. I seem to do always well with mascaras. I do like to rotate. I do like to layer. And I don't use my mascaras more than 3 months. The only one I used longer than 3 months was this guy by MAC. And this is the Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Because I don't use it as a primary mascara. I use it as a layering mascara or for lower lash line. This lasted about 6 months. I would definitely repurchase. I don't have any backups now, but this is something I would repurchase. Really enjoy it. Most of the mascaras that I used up, the full size, I really like. Too Faced Better Than Sex, really like that one. Essence Lash Princess, really like that one. Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes, love it. And then the e.l.f. one, this is the Big Mood, kind of snuck up on me. I really, really enjoyed it, and I did buy backups of that one. For a lash primer, I use this guy. This is by L'Oreal. I think would be the last time I would use a lash, like a mascara primer, because I do have really long lashes, so I don't really need this guy. And it just feel like an extra step, and I had to really layer to cover up the white tint that this gives. For minis, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I need to count again. So I had for mascaras, I had 5 full sizes, 1 lash primer, and now let's do minis. I have 8 mini mascaras. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't think I used that many. Again, couple that I just absolutely love. This one by Pat McGrath. I really like this guy. By It Cosmetics Superhero. Really, really like it. The Lancome Lash Idol. Actually really enjoyed it. Ones that I just do not like and I would not repurchase would be these 3. Benefit Bad Gal Bang, didn't really like it. Kat Von D, Go Big or Go Home, didn't really enjoy it so much. This would probably Lash Alert Mascara by Ico. It was better than the other 2, but it's not something that I really personally enjoy. These ones were decent. ABH Lash Drag was pretty good. Monsieur Big, I really, really like it. And then their Real Magnet, I was pretty surprised by it because I remember using it previously and it kind of like made my lashes break, but this one was really good. It did not break my lashes. So I don't know. I don't know if the formula has changed or what. For lashes, I have 2 pairs of lashes. I don't use too much lashes, only if I have photo shoots, and both are by BH Cosmetics. And then the reason I don't use lashes is this. I use lash primers. I have 2 full sizes. The full sizes are 3 month supplies. They're by Grande Cosmetics. I think that's the company. So I have 2 full sizes. I have 3 minis. The minis are 1 month use, and then I have 2 that I dabbled with because the e.l.f. was super affordable. And then this one came in an Ipsy bag. This is Treats Beauty. Did not really like it so much on my lashes. This one it was okay, but I ended up using these 2 as like brow serum. So Grande all the way, love it every year. My next big category is setting sprays. Wow, I'm surprised, honestly. I didn't think I used up this much. I thought, yeah, for some reason, I honestly didn't think I used up this much until I sorted this basket out. I had a couple full sizes. Let's do the full sizes first. Or let's do the minis first. I have really tiny minis this year. I don't know if I have any more MAC. I'm gonna have to look through my basket, but sometimes they send like a couple use thing if you order from their website and you select sample. I might have a couple of those. They kind of look like Perfume Samples, but they're actually Fix Plus. I have 2 little tiny Fix Pluses. These are, I don't know how many mils, 5 mils. So these are perfect for me for travel. I like having these in my collection, and I usually get them as gift with purchase from Ulta. Thank you, Ulta. So these were gifts with purchase from Ulta. Really enjoy them. The sucky part is like, you can't take out the thing to dump out whatever is left into a big bottle. So some of them, they're just like, the last little bit when it spritz on your face is kind of like farts, gives that sound and on your face. So I didn't like that. That was my imitation of a fart from MAC Fix Plus, but there we go. Definitely something that stays in my collection, and I have a lot of full sizes. One that I was like about is by Benefit, and this is the Professional Super Setter. I don't know why. Most of the stuff I've used from Benefit, like setting spray, eyelash, like eyeliner, their mascaras are okay. I don't like them, or like their foundations and primers. I don't really enjoy them. I really like blushes and like bronzers and that stuff, but everything else, no. In this one, I did not really. It was like, okay, not super impressed by it. One that is I really love and I have a lot of full sizes of is by Urban Decay All Nighter. Definitely really like this one. And then these I used as a primer mist. These two, this is by Clinique. This is the Moisture Surge Face Spray. A really nice primer mist, super hydrating. Gotta be kind of careful, otherwise I'm gonna be greasy. And then one by Smashbox, the primer water. I just love this stuff. This is another something that I will not live without. Love it as a primer mist and as a like a melting mist to just melt my powder. After I apply my powder, I love that thing. Now let's talk about the full sizes. Let's do minis, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little minis of setting sprays. For full sizes, I have 6 as well. Favorites. They're kind of split. Favorites, acceptable. I would deal with them. Favorites, we'll do MAC Prep and Prime, Fix Plus. This is the full size. I think this is the original scent too. So there's that one by Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish. Clary Sage and Tea. This was the Hood Witch collab. Really liked it. By Milani, Make It Last. This is one of the fruit fetishes. I do really like it, and I also like the original. Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's not something I would repurchase. It's pretty cool. The mister is super fun. It's like applying hairspray on your face, but I don't know that it really prolonged the wear of my makeup. It just made it look nice, like it's all sucked in together, but I don't know if it really prolonged the wear. By Jane Ardell, this is the Pumice Hydration Spray. Again, this is one that I use kind of like I use the Smashbox. It was pretty nice, but this is an organic product and it goes bad pretty quickly. So that's for that reason, I would not repurchase something like this. By Cover FX, this is the Illuminating Setting Spray. I had to go through this one a little bit at a time. I would let it settle all the way. I would dump some of it into that empty, like the little, this guy, the Smashbox one. That's why there's like glitter in it. So the spritzer on here sucks. It's super illuminating. It's like spraying a highlighter on the face. So the best way I could use it is just, again, let it settle, dump a little in here and then use it. And then again, let it settle, dump it and use it that way. I would dump it like to fill this bottle up. The setting aspect of it is really nice. The illuminating aspect sucked. The spritzer really sucked. It would get stuck. It wouldn't spray. Product would just like leak on the side. So something to think about. But yeah, I did like the lasting effect of it. Like made my makeup last really well. Okay, I'm including this as a makeup empty. I've used this guy for years. Oh, and I just totally broke it. Actually, no, it was already broken and I just decided to buy a new one instead of like dealing with this. This is by e.l.f. and this is the tapered. It's totally worn out. I think I used this guy for years and years and years. I obviously was cleaning it. It wasn't like, but the last time I used it, I was like, okay, this is done. Like, I don't need to clean it. It's just gonna go into my makeup empties, but one brush used to death. Sponges, again, once I use them and I'll decide that they're frayed and they're no longer, you know, hygienic to use, I don't clean them anymore. I just throw them in my empties basket. Look at that. I have 3 by e.l.f. I'm surprised. Yeah, those all 3 are by e.l.f. I want to say, because look at the size difference, I want to say this was the individual one you buy from e.l.f. and these were a duo. You buy a duo package. I do really like these. They last pretty long time, but then like they start fraying. Like you can see it really obvious on this one. So that's like about 2 months per sponge. I usually like have a bunch of sponges, like maybe 6 or 7 that I rotate through. Like, okay, I determined that, okay, I'm going to use these sponges this year. So I'll clean them. I'll make sure, you know, so I don't have to clean it every single day. And yeah, there's actually this morning I decided to get rid of one of them, but it's going to be in 2022. Anyway, the e.l.f. ones I really enjoy. I really like them. Yeah, they're good. They're good sponges. This is by Beauty Blender. I don't know. I think I got it. There was an offer. I think maybe I got it for half off. I would not pay full price for a Beauty Blender sponge, even though it's the original, even though it's good and all that. But I mean, it's $20 and it frays just like any other sponge, so it's not really necessary. This is by Koki. This was pretty good. It did absorb a lot of product though, so it's something to think about if you're considering it, but it's only $5. Another one is by Real Techniques. This is kind of like, I think this became famous when the Beauty Blender was famous, and now not so much anymore, but it's still a reliable sponge. It's pretty good. I do like the bottom side for applying my foundation and the tip for like my concealers. Really enjoy it. Really like them. All of them I would repurchase except for, well, I would repurchase the e.l.f. and Real Technique. I don't know. If I got these on a really good deal, the Beauty Blender, I would. But the Koki, unless it's a gift with purchase, I wouldn't go out and like order from their website. You have to spend a certain amount to get free shipping, and I wouldn't do it just for the sponge. And then one that's kind of like, what the heck, is a sponge by Beauty Blender. This is the Plotterazzi. I'm not gonna say what the heck because I actually did use it. And I used it for a while, and then I determined like, okay, I have it as a sample. I got it as a free gift with purchase. I'm gonna use it as a blotting paper, but I don't typically blot unless it's like a really long day. But I did use it. I was like, okay, this blots, and then you can wash it and all that, but I think I was lazy. I never washed it. I have one more of these that I should probably just blot with this year and just be done with them. Again, this was a gift with purchase. Otherwise, I would not buy it myself. And now the perfume category, body mist. I included body mist. This is the only body mist I finished this past year. Really sad about that, but I finished this one by Victoria's Secret. It's a mission of mine to use up all of my Victoria's Secret body lotions, body mist, perfumes, and all of that. They don't last very long on this, on my skin. I would have to spray them on my clothes and then they last, but they smell really nice. They're not like a special perfume. I just buy them. Most of the time I purchase them during the semi-annual sale. They would be like a decent price, about half off or so. So that's the only time I buy them. But if I really want to treat myself for a perfume, I don't go purchase Victoria's Secret perfumes just because of the lasting power. They don't really last very well. They smell really nice, but that's about it. Anyway, Velvet. This is the Amber Blackberry Fragrance Mist. This smelled really good. Ages and ages ago, they had this one. I have another one from this kind of like same line, and they had the lotions with them. I used the lotion like years ago, used it up, but the fragrance mist, it's a very fall winter scent. It smells beautiful. It smells really nice, but I cannot use it in the spring or summer. It's too heavy. I finally buckled down and finished this guy. I don't think they have it. Two full sizes from Victoria's Secret as well. This was the Bombshell Summer. It smelled really nice, beautiful for the summertime, very fresh, very feminine. And then the Victoria's Secret Intense. This is more like the sexy perfume. I like it a lot more than their very sexy scent actually. And my husband and my son both, every time I would use this one, they're like, ooh, you smell nice. And I'm like, I'm trying to finish this guy. You can't fall in love with it. I'm gonna finish it. I don't think they sell it anymore. So, and then I have one roller from Victoria's Secret. This is the Bombshell, but this is the Wildflower. I really like these. I have a bunch of them. I should just like stick them in my purse and use them as I go. Again, they don't last super long, so if you apply, and I think I have the full size of the scent, so like if I apply the full size of it and then throughout the day I want to reapply, the roller is handy. Or sometimes when I'm working and I'm like, I want a little distraction, like a 5-second distraction, I will just use those rollers and like, massage my wrist a little to kind of like de-stress like this. This motion is just so soothing, And these are cold because they're metallic. Okay, perfume samples, you guys. Not as many as I would have liked to use up this year. I had a goal to use up, like always have some in rotation, and somewhere along the lines I just stopped pulling them in. I think one reason is when you're trying a perfume sample, it's kind of like you either love it or hate it. Full size perfume, obviously I like it, that's why I repurchased the full size. But the little samples, if I don't like it, I don't want to keep using it. But me myself, I don't declutter it, I have to use it up for some reason. Weird mentality. I'm gonna work on that this year. So I had pulled in, there's a couple that I had pulled in, like all of these I pulled in to use at the end of the year, and then I use it and then I forget which one I use, and then I'm like, crap, I don't like that one. So I end up like, I don't know which one it is, so I can get rid of it, and then I use it again. I'm like, crap, I don't like it, so I stopped pulling them in. Long ramble about why I don't have so many, but here we are. We have these. These are kind of like the bigger ones, and this one by Lancome took me forever. I swear this took forever, forever, forever. One little drop of this one and I'm good for days almost. Smells so beautiful, but so overwhelming that I can't use too much of it. I think I have 2 more of this size, and I did purchase a ½ ounce. My husband loves this one. This is La Vie est Belle, La Vie en Belle, Ebel, I think. I don't know. I always forget the name, but this is a beautiful one. Again, I really like it. This one is by Yves Rocher, and this is a French company. You can buy it online if you just go Yves Rocher USA. This is in the Vanille Noir. This is so old, you guys. At some point, we've been in our house for 3.5 years, but I had some boxes in the garage that still needed to go through, and I found a bunch of little things like this. So this is one of many that I'm going to work on this year, or worked on in 2021, and I'm going to work on more in 2022. Smells really good. It does not last super long. It's kind of like Victoria's Secret, lasting power. Little minis. I'm not gonna go through every single one of them. I will count them. I'll tell you my favorites, and then I'll just quickly mention the ones that I just used up. Okay, I thought I was gonna tell you my favorites, but this is taking too long. Just quick mentions of the ones that I absolutely love. This is by, what's the brand? Is it Giorgio Armani? It's gotta be, right? Can I tell the brand? I'm blind. Yeah, this is Giorgio Armani. Terra di Gioia. For some reason, I really like most of the Gioia. Is that how you say it? Anyway, I like them. This was really nice. It smelled really nice. This is by Elizabeth Arden. This is white tea. I love this one. I have it on full size. This one that kind of snuck up on me, and I really am considering purchasing a full size, is by Guerlain. This is the Aqua Allegoria Mandarin Basilic. It smelled really nice, and the bottle, I looked up the full-size bottle. It's really beautiful. I have by YSL Black Opium. I love this one. And then Montpellier, I really like it. These two are by Juliette Havagan. One is Moscow Mule, and one is Not a Perfume. Really like them. I tend to like most of her perfumes. The only one I did not like, but I still used it up, is the scent. I found it to be kind of like a little manly and too strong for my liking. But the rest I really enjoy. And then this one, Daisy by Marc Jacobs. This is the Oh So Intense. Those are kind of like classic favorites. So there's those. And then the rest, I'll quickly mention them, but I don't know that they're favorites or not. I have this one by Versace. I remember not liking this one, Skylar. was okay. This is Laila Lu. This was, oh my god, this is by Rosie Jean. Oh, this was, I think it's jasmine, but it was too much jasmine, I think, from what I remember. This is that Juliette has a gun, but this is the one. I did not like this one, not my favorite from her. This is B by Ellis Brooks. This actually smelled really nice, like honey. By Jimmy Choo. Illicit, I don't know, I don't remember. Sunny Side Up, what brand is this? Juliette has a gun. Oh yeah, my dog got into this one. I think this was okay, I don't remember. Joe Malone, this is the Fig and Lotus Flower. They're okay, I like layering his stuff. By Dossier, this is Musky Musk. I love Musky Musk. It's it's inspired by Juliette has a gun, so obviously I really like it. So there's that one. This one is Pear Ink. Ooh, this is also by Juliette has a gun. This little sample made me buy the full size, like the biggest full size. Really like it. I really love the scent. It's not as long lasting on me as her other perfumes, but it's still really like it. This is by Narciso Rodriguez, Pure Musk. I think it was okay. What's this one? This is by Valentino. This is the Voci Viva. I don't remember. I don't know how you say this. Bulgari. This is Omnia Coral. This actually really smelled nice. What do we have? Marc Jacobs Decadence. Oh, so Decadence. Those are, I remember the day when those were so popular. It looked like a little purse. Michael Kors Sparkling Blush. I think this was good. I actually enjoyed that one. Victor Rolf. Is this Victor Rolf? Oh my goodness, I'm dropping everything. Magic Salty Flower. I don't really remember. And then Citrine. This is by Nest. I honestly don't like those scents. I find them too fresh for me. I like sexy, I like feminine, a little bit musky, a little bit sweet, not fresh. I don't want to smell like fresh laundry. I hope I don't offend anyone by saying that. And then a little tiny sample. I don't know why I kept this. I usually just throw these out. This is by Joe Malone. Maybe I kept it because I really actually enjoyed the smell. I think that's probably why I kept it. Anyways, so for perfume samples, I have, let me count them real quick. So I have 25 of those little samples. I have 2 deluxes of perfumes. I guess that's like 1 every 2 weeks, almost, kind of. Yeah, that's not so bad. I just have a ginormous bag of these little perfumes, and surprisingly, the price of these really adds up. So that's why I like to use them up. I like to add the value to my empties, you know. I really like that, and I love to smell good. Okay, so this wraps up my empties video. Makeup empties for 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I love doing this. It's just an eye-opener, seeing how much you can use and how much you really can't use compared. For me, for example, I pull in a lot of, like, I purchase quite a bit, so this kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't even come close to how much I use up compared to how much I purchase. It's an eye-opener. The fact that I didn't have any blush this year, like, what the heck, Rania? How is that even possible? I'm gonna make it a goal to finish up 1 blush this year, at least 1 blush. Blush is hard. So yeah, there you have it. Again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you did your makeup empties like this, let me know in the comments below. I've already seen a couple of videos, and I just love seeing what people finish up, what they like so much that they actually finish it up. I love seeing that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.